Hey everybody, David Andrews here. We are doing a series on the 10 healthy habits for high energy living. Today is the first day of habit number 3. And habit number 3 is breath. Oh yes, breathing, just breathing. Breathing, breath. Why is breath needed to be healthy and to have high energy? Well, obviously we all breathe to stay alive. So maybe we could spend a little energy and a little time and a little effort on our breathing. So you can see I'm out here in nature. Trees are all around now. This forest is breathing all the time. So today we're talking about the power of breath. And hey buddy, how you doing? So the message you want to get into today is about breathing and conscious breathing. So the title of our session today is really to talk about conscious breathing. And why conscious breathing? Because it makes all the difference in our energy levels. Do you want to have more energy? Then we have to turn on our energy generator, which is the power of breathing and bringing in more oxygen. So the idea of conscious breathing is somehow mostly forgotten in our modern society. So if you think about yogis and mystics and people who meditate a lot, they're the folks that are doing conscious breathing. And the everyday average corporate employee, executive, business person, salesperson, professional, how much of their time is spent consciously aware of their breath? So I'll take myself for an example. It was probably about 40 plus years, more than that I never once probably ever thought of conscious breathing, except for, doing sports and you're out of breath and you're about to pass out. So you're breathing hard and you're realizing, I'm breathing hard and I gotta slow down. But most of the time we breathe unconsciously, so that our breath is just happening without our awareness. And so the power of creating a higher energy state can really be amplified if we are able to put some conscious awareness to our breath. And that can be really, really simple. In fact, in this next 10 days, we're going to be talking about breath, a new video every day for 10 days. And we're going to actually practice some breathing techniques. So if you tune in and subscribe and hit the notification bell, you'll get a little notification every day that there's a new video. And you can just stop for 5 or 10 minutes and watch that and participate, because some of them will be breathing exercises. We'll do those together and you'll get a chance to really practice conscious breathing. So first step though is to become aware of our breath. And if we can just set aside even a small amount of our conscious bandwidth to think about our breathing, to slow our breathing down, to make our breaths a little bit longer, to focus on breathing through our nose when we're needing some extra air, breathing through our mouth and really soaking it in. So lots of different techniques, all have different purposes, different benefits. But even if it's just sitting in your meeting, your next meeting, you're on a conference call and you're not speaking for that moment, could you become conscious of your breath and breathe more intentionally, creating a more peaceful state within and giving yourself a little bit more energy for when you need to speak or for the next meeting that's coming up that's maybe more important than the one you're on right now, and so on. So conscious breathing is a powerful technique that can really advance our energy level. When we talk about conscious breathing, we're bringing breath, and with the breath comes prana, comes chi, comes life force, right? So breath carries the life force. So the breath in brings the life force in, the energy, and then the breath out sends it back out. So we want that constant flow in and out, in and out. And we want to be able to maintain a high state of energy through breathing. And many times we're going to need to do very calm, slow, easy breathing. Other times we want to do really high intensity, vigorous, deep, fast breathing, right? So we want variety in our breathing techniques. so that we can ramp up the energy, we can calm down the energy, we can maintain our energy, we can release negative energy. Lots of different breathing techniques to do all sorts of different things. But the very first step, very first day, is to become more conscious of our breath. So right now, if you want to just take a pause, we're just going to do 3 deep breaths together. Ready? We slowed it down a little bit there on the 3rd breath. So that was just 3 simple nasal deep breaths. That's super easy. And that took about maybe 10 seconds, maybe 15 seconds. We're gonna do some other techniques that'll be a little bit more in-depth, a little bit more specific. So please tune in, please subscribe. It's gonna be a great series. You're gonna learn a lot about breathing techniques. It's definitely gonna help your mental state, your emotional state, and your physical state. You're gonna feel alive. You're gonna feel energized simply by becoming more conscious of your breath.